wise old man once warned that in times of stress and crisis, people revert to their habits. So therefore, the trick to a stress-free life is to develop good habits. Now that the law has changed to transform the credit union landscape, the chéile Group can support credit unions as they go toe-to-toe with banks and provide all your day-to-day modern banking needs in a truly transparent and trustworthy way. This is precisely what happened in Australia and Canada over the past 20 years, and in those two countries, credit unions are now a much more popular choice and a more central part of how people manage every aspect of their finances. The chéile Group has been actively promoting these changes for many years, and at long last in Ireland, there is now a viable option for everyone to choose a good habit. We are now delighted to be able to offer our support to credit unions and their members so that they can, for once and for all, kick that banking habit. Millions of column inches have been written about our banks over the last few years, including some sensational headlines, but there is no doubt that we have been let down, that our trust has been broken and even abused. But whatever you think about banks, we still need banks. But in future, we must have banks that work for us. Banks that serve us first and foremost. Rather than working for themselves, we need banks that are of the people, of the community, and for us. Well, you, me, and everyone in Ireland has just that. We all have a community bank. It's called a credit union. Credit unions have 3 million members in 400 communities across the country, and that number is growing. 40,000 new customers joined last year.
I know you think a credit union cannot be as convenient as a bank. It's really just for small savings and loans. And a few years ago you might have had a point.
But take another look at your credit union and you will find that they are that unique thing that we all deserve, that we all need in our everyday lives.
That is, a bank that you can depend on. A bank that is a community bank. And what's more, credit unions have all the services we need, including debit cards, all sorts of ways to pay your bills, and everything you need for day-to-day banking. All your insurance needs and loans at the most competitive rates. Ready access to your money all over the world. And yes, maybe to save for that rainy day, safe in the knowledge that your finances are protected.
Credit unions are ours. They are part of the community, and now they really are as convenient as the big banks. And what's more, you can trust them. So if you're tired of your bank's hefty charges, bad service, and unnecessary delays, come on, make that switch. It's much easier than you might think. Join the banking revolution that's happening in your community right now. What does the future hold for credit unions? What is the chéile Group's vision for the sector?
In modern Ireland, there are a lot of things that are going on, and you need to acknowledge and recognise the differences between the two. So when we look at boards, we look at the new legislation, the 2012 Credit Union Act, and to a large extent it's difficult, it's challenging for volunteer members to understand how are they going to get on top of that act. And what we do is we hold their hands and guide them through that journey as best we can. Areas like compliance, governance, risk management, investment returns, making sure that the money is invested not just wisely but prudently as well. We look after cost management, help credit unions get on top of those costs, because gone are the days when credit union boards can spend member savings without making sure that they check the market to make sure they're getting the best bang for their buck.
Where does the chéile Group fit in to this vision of the future?
We work for both the boards of credit unions and their members, and our job is to make sure credit unions be the best they can be in the community in which they work for the benefit of all of the members and board members alike. And in 10 or 15 years' time, when we look back, maybe we'll be like the Australians and like the Canadians, and we'll say, look, it was tough there transitioning from old ways to new ways, but by God was it worth it. And our job, and my job in the chéile, is to make sure we keep our eye on the ball, hold the hands of board members, keep an ear to the ground to see what's going on in terms of modernity, keep it relevant, and make sure that all of that happens without compromising the trust, ethics and community feeling of a credit union. And we're quite committed to that.
So what can the chéile Group do for you? The chéile Group has been in this business for over 40 years, and we understand the many challenges facing credit unions today. A chéile Group supported credit union will help you meet those challenges and continue to deliver top quality products and services for your members, which will help you to grow your business in a safe and healthy environment. Our record with credit unions is second to none.
For the chairman and the members of the credit union boards, the chéile Group can help you with better run organisations, better transparency and full compliance with your governance requirements, and better products and services.
For credit union members, we can help with delivering all your day-to-day banking needs, online access to your money, and all your insurance needs.
For further details, please get in touch through our website at
www.lecheilegroup.ie.